UAP sightings that relate to the Thursday, October 2nd explosion at the Chevron El Segundo Refinery located in El Segundo, California, are very alarming to say the least. The fire and explosion took place at approximately 9:30 on October 2nd, and there were many witnesses of this event. But with the headline, "What caused the massive El Segundo explosion?" refinery experts have some theories. Well, they don't touch on any drone or UAP activity at all. Fortunately, no workers died during this incident, which is fortunate. But when you look at the causes, it's just typical kind of wording, in my opinion, of, what the cause of this event was. So if you look at this article, a USC engineering professor said he hopes officials investigating this fire look for a confluence of three sets of contributing factors, which he separates into human-related, organizational, and technological factors. And that brings us to some TikToks that we're going to go over today from eyewitnesses, as well as a creator that I believe has really dug into this issue more than anyone else on TikTok or anywhere else legitimately online. Okay, you can really see that fire was a major, explosion, fire, inferno, whatever you want to say about it. I'm surprised that, there were very few injuries, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm just kind of highlighting the fact that it was a very major fire and there's a lot of danger. But what is the cause of this? So, this was really a major event. There you see a bunch of, people witnessing this big explosion, fire, obviously, at this refinery. But now I want to get into a TikTok creator that pointed out some stuff that it seems like nobody else really noticed. So to begin with, the account I recommend going there is learn2c_UAP. And he has some great videos. Okay, so there was no sound with these videos. It was all music, so I apologize for that. But here we can look at these videos and what this creator is kind of pointing out, with these UAPs in the area. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot to look at in that clip. All right, so I'm just going to go back and look at some of the stuff I noticed. Okay, so he's highlighted, and you really have to look closely to see this. It looks like a possibility of numerous UAPs or drones. You can kind of see them a little bit better there. All right. And then, if you look in this clip, look at the upper right there. That's obviously the UAP, that I assume he's looking at there. And then, of course, this one, near the blast. I mean, that's just coming out at you. I mean, you can see it just kind of veering off right there. I mean, it's very suspicious. And what gets me is nobody else seems to be talking about this, we can just see more and more clips of these UAPs, it just goes on and on. So when you look at this clip, well, there's also, this one and this one that you can see as well. So let's look at this next clip. Okay, so we've gone over these before. Looks like another one. So there was like a UAP just next to that one as well. Okay. I didn't see that earlier. Now the question I have is UAPs or drones? It's always the question, I can't get close enough to the light source to really, declare if it's a UAP or a drone. And so that's where a lot of this mystery starts out. Someone who's really looking at this explosion with eagle eyes. It's nearly been a month, since it's happened, but for the most part, there isn't a lot of focus on this incident, So in a way, it does feel like a cover-up. It does kind of feel like a conspiracy, like maybe people don't want us to look closer into this, I mean, the silence, that I've noticed from this incident is alarming, especially with all of the, UAP sightings or possible drone sightings that we saw, in these clips. So anyway, will we ever get an answer on the October 2nd El Segundo explosion? I just don't know.